Hi all, Beer Fox here, and today I'm looking at Blizzard's latest franchise, first in 17 years in fact, the newest one I mean, like a brand new IP, Overwatch. So firstly apologies if I sound a bit croaky and downtrodden here, it's the end of a long bank holiday weekend and I'm feeling a bit ropey after that, but what can you do? Anyway, this is a 6v6 team-based shooter at its basic core. It's what it could be described as, which features 21 unique heroes that all fall into certain roles. So by that, what do I mean? Well, there's so many supports that heal and buff, shield you perhaps, that type of thing. There's so many that are classed as tanks, which have got more health than your average character, and again shield. And then there's a fence, which is your pure damage, but they also have a range of intricacies within them, and then defense, which can lock down certain areas, such as Junkrat, who fires like grenades out of like one of those noob tube type things, you know. It can really lock down areas, throw traps down and little detonations, remote detonations to screw people up, and just lock down certain areas. So within each of those roles, as it were, support or tank or whatever, there's several heroes as well, and none of them play the same. So Reinhardt, for example, has a huge shield, which people can hide behind, and he can charge and what have you, but he uses an axe, so he's like a bit melee, obviously. Whereas Winston has like a projectile kind of laser gun that's got a limited range, but he can leap about and cause real chaos. Yet they're both tanks, but they both play it very differently. And a lot of focus is put on team composition here. It is a team-based game. You will need to work with your team to reach the objectives. There's no deathmatch here. You're talking payload escorting and king of the hill to capture, you know, areas, that type of thing. Obviously put real focus points, and massive battles kick off, especially towards the end when time's running out. So just going pure damage and taking out the entire team all the time and not focusing on objective will not win you the game. I have been on what was appearing to be a losing side, but we had a decent team composition, and our team were getting wiped out quite a lot, but we still took the objective because the opposite team weren't defending the area they were supposed to defend. They were just paying no attention. They were just all rolling Genjis and Widowmakers and jumping around being clever bastards, and it lost them the match, although they did get play of the game because they killed, you know, 8 of us in a row or something like that. So that's just to bear in mind, and with that in mind, there's focus on you. It's just strange for this type of game. I don't know if it is because I don't play a lot of them, but you can swap out your hero on the fly almost, so you can do it in the spawn room. So when you die, you could change your hero, or you could just run back into a spawn room and change your hero. Again, just using an example, say you've got 2 Widowmakers and McCree, and basically everybody's just gone pure damage. You might think, oh, I'll go as Winston here actually, because me being Reaper here is just doing no good whatsoever, and the other team are playing well, healing each other and defending. And each hero kind of has a counter or 1 or 2 counters to them. So rock, paper, scissors style, you know how it is. So, I mean, you'll see on here at some point in this video when I did pre-recorded footage, for no reason, discernible reason I could get anyway, the opposite team decided to roll 2 Mercies, which is a support. She's a support class and she's excellent, but she's really weak to Winston if he gets near her, because you can't really do anything to him as a tank, and her secondary weapon is a gun, but it doesn't really take too much health off him, and she'll just try and run away. And with these Mercies, we're trying to heal each other, and I just took them both out, and while I've taken the support, the opposition out, and the rest of the team don't have any healing anymore while they respawn. You'll notice I've edited this. I haven't edited it to make myself look like some kind of master player. You'll see me die plenty of times, and quite frankly, I don't think there's technology out there to make me look good at this. Anyway, because I'm not particularly great at it. I just understand how the game's supposed to work and how team composition's supposed to work. So take heed if you're thinking of getting this. And yes, we all enjoy being a McCree or a Genji or a Hanzo. It's great, but think of the team and get used to playing support and tank and defense, because they're a lot of fun to play as well, and they will help your team out no end. You will get people, so this takes me on to the multiplayer, playing with friends. or playing solo, as it were, so entering solo queues now. The solo queues in this have been quite good so far. I mean, people have been really nice. We have bumped into the odd idiot, but, you know, it's the internet, isn't it? And you do bump into the odd team that just refuse to change on the fly. You know, you don't level up your characters, your account levels up. And that's the progression system in it. So, like, there's no reward for, like, playing Reaper constantly. Or anything like that. It's just you get, every time you level up or your account levels up, you get a loot box basically, and what's in there is nothing but cosmetics. So there's no pay to win or anything like that. It's literally what's the thinking, like skins for your characters. Some of them look awesome, but it's a first-person game, so other people get to see them. You don't often get to see them. And decals, player icons, all that type of thing, but I don't think playing your favourite character as such all the time is going to get you any closer to getting any of those goodies, because it won't. You can also pay real money for these, like you would packs of cards in Hearthstone. Up to you whether you do or don't. It's just cosmetic stuff, but you get a box every time, like your level, which if you play a few hours in a day, you'll do a few times, win or lose. You do get like points and experience for various things: blocking, defense, attacking, damage, amount of eliminations if you DPS and that type of thing, but it doesn't focus heavily on those things, which is odd, considering the amount of focus on play of the game that it gives at the end, which is cool to see, which is usually just a Widowmaker or a McCree killing about 4 people in one go, you know, with a little, or sometimes it's just the little dwarf dude, I can't remember his name. And it's just him hammering away. He's got this little turret, he puts it out, and the turret kills everybody. Yeah, that's a great play. So, yeah, it's strange that they don't have that focus on, like, eliminations, and that's not the point of the game because there's no deathmatch, but the play of the game is usually decided by how many kills somebody's done in a certain allotted amount of time. I haven't had very few. I got a really weird one as Winston, which was just me punching Reinhardt's shield until I punched him off the edge of a cliff. And if that was the play of the game, Jesus, that was a boring game. So the question is really, is it worth your money? Is it worth 30 notes? You can get it for 30 quid, the base version. There are other versions like the Origins Edition, which just gets you in-game character skins, so it depends how bothered you are. So that's 45, it's an extra 15 quid. Don't get you out else. It's not really boasting rights around, is it? I think personally for me, yes it is. It's absolutely what it does brilliantly. It doesn't do anything particularly new, but the difference in the characters and diversity is absolutely amazing. It really is first class stuff. It's really smooth, it's solid, it runs at a hellish frame rate. And you can just have a lot of fun even in solo queue. So when some of my tight mates actually get around to pigging while buying it, I might have a lot more fun with it playing in a group of friends. I've met a few people online and play with them now. But yeah, it's up to you again, get it or not. I hope you've enjoyed my video anyway. Be a fox, take it easy.